All right, let's go through AEW Dark results for October 27th. First up, Dark Order, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson defeated Top Flight. Ricky Starks defeated VSK. Matt Sydal defeated Lee Johnson. Hikaru Shida defeated Layla Hirsch, who then she had a match on Dynamite. Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Marco Stunt defeated Danny Limelight and Jersey Muscle in a six-man tag team match. SCU, Christopher Daniels, and Frankie Kazarian defeated TH2, Angelico, and Jack Evans. Anna Jay getting there on AEW Dark. She defeated Catalina Perez. Brandon Cutler defeated Peter Avalon. Yes, that's right. We finally have a winner. Brandon Cutler has defeated Peter Avalon, and he gets his first win. Best friends Chuck Taylor and Trent defeated Anthony Bowens and Max Caster. Brian Cage defeated Fuego del Sol. Dark Order's Preston Vance defeated Shawn Maluta. Ivelisse and Diamante defeated Kaylin King and Savannah Evans. Sonny Kiss defeated Aaron Solo. After the match, Lance Archer attacked them, so we'll see what's going on with Lance Archer. Talking some smack about Eddie Kingston, and we're having that dark stuff starting to bleed into Dynamite. Will Hobbs defeated Nick Camarto. Darby Allin defeated Alex Chamberlain, and that is this week's AEW Jam-Packed AEW Dark. We have our AEW Dynamite results for October 28th and another good episode of AEW Dynamite. First up, we had Hangman Adam Page versus Wardlow in a world title eliminator semifinal match. I was surprised that they started with this one, but it kind of makes sense. Wardlow put on a good show. So did Adam Page. Winner, Hangman Adam Page. I gave this a 3.75. This was a good match to kick things off. Wardlow is impressive too. Wardlow is impressive. What's going to happen with him and MJF? What's Wardlow's deal going to be in 2021? We shall see. But he looked good and definitely deserved to be out there. And definitely a future star in AEW. John Moxley checks in, talking all a bunch of smack about Eddie Kingston. Then Eddie Kingston has a match versus Matt Sydal. Winner, no surprise here. Eddie Kingston, I gave this a 3.0. I love Eddie Kingston on the mic. I love when he's talking. I love his passion. And even his in-ring work, but he's just still a little slow for me at times. A little out of shape, perhaps. But that's his style. So that's why I gave it a 3 on that one. Eddie Kingston with the win. Young Bucks and FTR check in. Young Bucks, basically their big announcement. If we don't win the tag team titles, we're not going to go after the tag team titles ever again, kind of like Cody did with the championship. Now, this kind of telegraphs it for me that maybe FTR, but it really should be the Young Bucks. We get the big town hall, Inner Circle, and MJF, and they're going to have a match at Full Gear. And winner, if MJF beats Chris Jericho, he's in the Inner Circle. I don't see that happening, but still an interesting, fun twist to that. Good to see Eric Bischoff make an appearance as part of the town hall. Cody versus Orange Cassidy, TNT Championship match, a lumberjack match. This was a great match, and this at the time was my elite match of the night. Winner Cody, gave this a 4. This was my elite match of the night until later on in the show. This was a great match. Lots of big bumps, lots of stuff going on in and out of the ring, and set things up. John Silver gets in the way, and now we're going to have Orange Cassidy versus John Silver buy-in match for AEW Full Gear coming up next weekend. But Cody gets the win, and we gave this one a 4. Best friends of Kip Sabian and Miro check in. They fight in the backstage, setting up a match for next week against Miro and Trent. NWA World Title Women's Title match. Serena Deeb versus Leia Hirsch. Winner, no surprise here, Serena Deeb. I gave this a 2.75. This is a good match for two people that really haven't been on the Dynamite roster for very long. Leia Hirsch looked good too. I could definitely see her potentially being signed. What makes this interesting is that now Serena Deeb is the NWA World women's champion. Where does this leave Thunder Rosa? Is she going to sign with WWE? Is she going to sign with AEW? Do not sign with WWE. You will just be buried with everything else. I know they offer you a lot of money, and it's just, I mean, how much difference money are they going to offer you? I don't see, and the schedule, I just wouldn't do it. You could be a star in WWE and AEW, so don't go anywhere. And Serena Deeb is a great pickup because she's very good in the ring and definitely somebody that can help the female wrestlers along. So we're definitely excited about that. Hikaru Shida checks in. She's going to have a match versus Nyla Rose at Full Gear. No surprise there. Nyla Rose is ranked the number 1 contender. We haven't really seen Nyla Rose much. Singles match, we get a quick squash match. Shawn Spears versus VSK. I wonder if this had to do with the Abaddon Taya Conte match being canceled because Abaddon got hurt in that one, and that's why they throw this one in. I gave it a 2. It was just kind of quick and dull, but that's what it was supposed to be, quick and dull, and get Shawn Spears in there, building up his feud with Scorpio Sky. Then the match of the night, world title eliminator semifinal match, Kenny Omega versus Penta El Zero M. Two of my favorite wrestlers, winner, and a great match, Kenny Omega, 4.25, and this is my elite match of the night. Penta, Kenny Omega, Rey Fenix, MJF are the action figures I definitely want, and my top 4 action figures I want to get for AEW. And these two guys put on a fantastic show. Would have loved to see Rey Fenix, but hey, I was fine with Penta. He did a great job. And Kenny Omega, you knew Kenny Omega was going to win. It was going to be Page against Omega. But still, this was still a good match, even though you knew what the outcome is. But overall, another great night of wrestling for AEW. The card for next week's AEW Dynamite, this is the go-home show before AEW Full Gear, will be live from Jacksonville, Florida. First up, we got Chris Jericho returning on commentary. We got a tag team match, Ortiz and Sammy Guevara versus MJF and Wardlow. This probably be more of the match that I'm interested in seeing on Dynamite next week. We got a singles match, Miro versus Trent. You know, Miro is going to blow him up. I wonder if Miro is going to get a spot at the pay-per-view. I think he should. Shawn Spears versus Scorpio Sky, finishing this feud that's basically been on Dark, which is kind of cool that it now finishes on Dynamite. I'm curious to see where this one goes. Will we see Scorpio Sky get the win on Dynamite? I think he should. Cody and the Gun Club versus the Dark Order in a tag match. This was after John Silver getting involved with his match against Cody and Orange Cassidy. So this will kind of have a kind of closing to that. And, of course, face-to-face Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston to hype up AEW Full Gear happening on November the 7th. You can get it anywhere on pay-per-view. And it'll be really interesting to see Eddie going off on the mic and Jon Moxley. So it should be a good build-up for Full Gear.